Morning.
Very early morning. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Yes, but after 6.
At which time? Most normal people are still in bed.
Look, you can't expect to renovate without some disruption.
Hey, I'm sorry I woke you, Pud, but it's best to get an early start.
And stop calling me Pod!
Will you keep the noise down out there?
How long is this going to go on for?
It'll all be worth it once it's finished.
Can't stand being in separate rooms.
Did you miss me?
Oh, of course I missed you.
Oh.
We've only been married 5 minutes. We're already in different beds.
Well, it won't be for long.
Why does he have to start this early?
Tradesmen always do.
Not at 6. He's doing this on purpose.
Oh, Ernie, not again.
Crusher Carter made my life a misery at school, and now he's picking up where he left off.
It was years ago. I'm sure he's forgotten all about that.
You want a bet. But this time, he's not going to get away with it. Oh.
Bad if I say so myself.
Don't look too crash up to me.
Let's face it, your appreciation of photography isn't great.
It ain't the photography, it's the subject matter. I'm trying to keep a low profile and you're making me primetime news.
This isn't about you. It's about Vic Baker being screwed over by the bank.
Yeah, then how come I'm the one who looks like it's dealing to the bank?
I thought you wanted to help Vic.
Yeah, I do. Why can't you use one of the photos of the crew being hassled?
Because I can't show the crew without showing you.
So doctor it. I don't need the publicity. Might as well put an ad in the paper.
I can't white you out. It'd spoil the composition.
Finished?
Yeah.
Not bad?
Not bad. Typical producer hides his true feelings.
Yes, you're right. You haven't lost your touch.
I had a good teacher.
I reckon there are better ones. Photos.
Jack's not too thrilled about his picture being used.
If you want to help your friend, this is the best way. Once we bed this in with the video footage, the bank's going to come across as really heavy. Better get this compiled. Bye.
Bye.
Nice meeting you, Jack.
Yeah. Likewise. What's the story? You and him?
Oh, past history.
Yeah, I got that. You want to tell me about it?
No, it's past.
Hey, is washing up that bad?
Sorry.
Feeling sorry for yourself, Max, is not going to help Bonnie.
I know.
She needs all her friends to help her get through this.
I know what you're saying, Nikki. I just can't feel positive right now. And that's the last thing Bonnie needs.
Being there is enough. You're special to her, Max.
Yeah, well...
It's okay. I know how things are between you two. It doesn't mean we still can't be good friends, does it?
Of course not, Nikki.
Come to the hospital with me.
It's not that simple.
Why not?
I've got some things I need to sort out.
Listen.
I can't hear anything.
Exactly. Lovely, isn't it?
Are you turning this place into a library?
Why isn't there any noise coming from upstairs?
Because I told Crusher to keep it down.
What?
He was making too much noise.
How is he supposed to renovate quietly? Yes. Now go upstairs and tell him he can make as much noise as he needs to.
But
Oh, you're happy paying him to do nothing?
Okay. If he can't do it quietly, he'll do it cleanly. Have you seen the mess? I'm gonna make him pick up every speck of dust he makes.
Have you finished, Charlie? You ready to go?
No, my friend isn't here.
What friend?
The one who's coming to get us.
When I was your age, I had a special friend and no one else could see him.
Why couldn't they see him?
Because sometimes grown-ups can't see special friends.
That's silly. Everybody can see Sam.
Ready, Charlie?
Hi, I was just going.
How's Max? Bye, love.
Bye.
Isn't it about time you got changed, Constable?
Sergeant.
There's a mountain of paperwork on your desk, which is growing hourly.
Yeah, sure.
Max, I know how difficult it is, but I do think work will help.
Sergeant, I can't think of anything.
Will you stop blaming yourself? It was an accident.
It's not what Roger Tate thinks.
Yeah, well, that's Roger Tate's problem.
It's mine too, Sarge. He said he's going to sue me.
I can see why you blokes charge by the hour.
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean?
It means you're not demolishing the pyramid, so maybe you could go a bit faster.
First you tell me to be quiet, then you want me to be cleaner, now you want me to go faster.
That's right. I'm the boss. I tell you what to do.
Well, look, mate, this old pub's got loose mortar, so I gotta take it easy.
This pub's as solid as a rock. We're talking about old-fashioned craftsmanship here, something you wouldn't know anything about. They built things to last in those days.
How's it going?
Oh, we're getting there.
Should be finished by next century.
Come here. I am warning you, don't make trouble.
Me? Got to keep an eye on tradesmen, otherwise they slack off.
Oh, Mr. Carter could work a whole lot faster if you'd stop behaving like a foreman. Now, why don't you go downstairs and do your job? Run the pub.
That's a smart old lady you got there, Pud.
No, you don't, Crusher.
No, I don't what?
Pull another Brenda Parkinson.
What are you talking about?
You know full well you might have got away with it at school. But you're on my turf now.
Get out of here. Sulking, Jack? Come on, you're upset because I won't tell you about Mark.
Past, right?
Then what's your problem?
Present. Don't like being used.
The photo.
You know I don't want you to use it, but you're going to use it anyway.
Jack, I'm a journalist.
So to hell with me. Your job's all that matters, right?
You're blowing this out of proportion. It's no big deal.
Yeah, maybe not to you, because you're the one that gets everything out of this.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, the reputation of a fearless, hard-hitting journo.
And what's wrong with that? It is my career.
But you're willing to use me to get ahead.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Hey, I got a past too, you know. You know how many people out there like to get even with me?
But what about Vic? What happened to wanting to help him?
You sure this isn't about helping Laura Fielden?
I'm doing this because it's an injustice, and I want to expose it.
And you get a nice hot story to boot. You know, I can't understand what a photo of me belting the suit from the bank's got to do with helping Vic.
Because it shows how much the banks have got to hide and what they'll do to hide it. And because it shows how ordinary people won't be stood over by them. You know, you're the one who's thinking about number one, Jack.
He was serious, all right.
Yeah, but it's more likely you're going to sue the department. Anyway, he can't do anything until Internal Affairs hand down their findings, and they're going to find you clear of any responsibility.
We don't know that, Sergeant.
Think positive, remember?
No offense, Sarge, but it's easy to say.
Yeah, I know. You've got to have faith, Max. Roger Tate's just throwing his weight around. Politicians, they hate the idea of accident. They don't like to think there are things they can't control.
He's a powerful man,
Yeah, but he's
Sarge.
not above the law, Max. Look, the inquiry will clear you and you won't have a case.
Any idea of when that'll be?
Well, I'll let you know as soon as I can. Try to take your mind off it.
How?
Well, instead of thinking about yourself, try thinking about helping someone else. A certain young lady springs to mind.
Here's something to smell. Oh, but the nurse is going to be thrilled about me burning incense.
Oh, so what? Hey, how's the crystal? Isn't that supposed to be helping the healing process?
It provides positive energy and it neutralizes all the bad vibes.
Well, just tell him the incense does as well. We'll buy it. Oh, meditation for the new age.
It's a way of rethinking old values. Gives you a more positive outlook on life.
Well, I'll take your word for it. That's all the senses, except for taste. Oh, that is gross.
But you think all vegetarian food looks gross.
That's because it is.
Look at Sam.
He's very good at that, isn't he?
He's cool. Can you do that?
No. Mummy prefers dry land.
Sam could teach you.
I'm sure he could try, but I don't think I'd be able to learn.
Have we got any food to eat?
We can eat later. Someone didn't give me much warning, did they? When did you and Sam decide to come to the beach?
Last night.
When he was in having his talk to you?
I didn't mean to lock myself in.
I know, sweetheart. I know things haven't been very easy, but it's just the two of us, and we've got to stick together.
That's what Sam said.
What else did he say?
He said I was being naughty and I was upsetting you. I didn't mean to.
I know that, sweetie.
And he said you would always love me even if bad things happened.
Well, he was right about that.
I'll always love you too.
Oh, you sook, big sook.
You career women, you're all the same.
I'm going to work. Bye.
Career seems to be a dirty word around here at the moment.
I interrupted something.
Oh, slight disagreement, that's all. Okay, we're having a deep moral conflict.
Oh, one of those.
I'm doing this story, right? Little Aussie battler versus big banking corporation, and Jack doesn't want to get involved.
Well, any reason he should be?
But it makes the story much stronger. He's in this great shot that'll put my whole point across.
Well, surely that's Jack's decision.
What? I never thought you'd stick up for him.
I'm not taking sides. But isn't this about respecting his privacy?
But I don't get it. He was happy about me taking the job, and so now he's all upset.
Because you're blurring the line between your professional and your personal life.
Well, you think I'm using him?
You did say it'd make a better story.
Well, my career's important to me.
And so is Jack.
I didn't realize the two were mutually exclusive.
If you were in his shoes, you'd want him to respect your wishes, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Well, that's what this comes down to. Mutual respect and trust. If you haven't got that, you haven't got a relationship.
I want this relationship.
Then you better think about what you're doing. Because what you two have got is too good to just throw away.
So? You can talk about it, you know.
What?
Me lying here, not being able to move. Everybody goes out of their way not to talk about it.
I guess people think that they're going to say the wrong things.
But it doesn't matter if they do. I've got to cope with this, and I just want to be treated normally, okay?
Of course.
So is there any goss?
No, not really.
Come on, you can't tell me no one's done anything they shouldn't.
I could make something up.
How's Max taking it?
I don't want to pressure you, Reg, but you've got $100 and your job right like this.
Hey, Rich! Legs pulled right from shoulder. Come on! Hey, Rich! I know this is a funny time to tell you, but I think I'm in love with you. Listen to her.
That's cheating.
Oh, you can't expect me to win by brute force, can you? Oh, my 100 was on you. Quit? Yes.
Hey, Rich, about being in love, I lied.
Oh, what's happened?
Oh, sorry, I thought I wasn't watching what I was doing. Jammed my hand between a couple of bricks.
Oh, have to get some antiseptic on that.
Oh, it's nothing.
Does Crusher want Mummy to kiss her better?
Ernie.
Can't believe it. Big, tough Crusher Carter's turned into a wimp.
You try jamming your fingers, patch it, and see how you get on.
It just so happens I got my whole hand caught under the cellar door once. Did I yell out? Did I walk around looking for misery? The pain was indescribable. I had to have 3 stitches.
We've all heard
No, I just went straight back to work. And if you're a real man, that's what you'll do.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, Pud. No brain, no feeling.
Oh, yeah? Who came second in geography?
The antiseptic's in the first aid kit under the sink.
Sully. He's just bunging on to get out of work, can't you see?
All I can see is a grown man hanging onto a stupid schoolboy grudge. Well, it's gone far enough. Let Crusher do his job and stop being a bully. Understand? Understand? Yes.
He's hot. Yeah, but it looks like he hasn't washed his hair or changed his clothes for a week.
Yeah, but that's the grunge look. It's really in.
Could you imagine if I took a guy home like that? George would probably arrest him for vagrancy.
Max.
Hi.
Look, I better get going. I'll come and see you later.
You don't have to go, Nikki.
That's okay. I think Bonnie's had enough girly talk for one day. See you later.
Better get some water, eh? Do you know where there's a vase? Got to find a vase.
Oh, just relax, Max. Learn to be like me and take it lying down.
Bonnie, this is nothing to joke about, you know?
Yeah, well, I have to. If I don't keep on making up jokes, I'm going to remember how scared I am. So if I start to try and be positive, I'm never going to get out of here. Right? But I can't do it alone.
I'll do anything I can to help.
Okay, we can start by giving me some positive vibes instead of all this negative stuff.
I'll try.
I know I blamed you for what happened, but that was just the shock of the accident. I don't anymore.
Thanks. And you're right. Positive vibes. I don't care what your father's going to do to me. It's not going to stop me from helping you.
What's my father got to do with all this?
He said he was going to sue me.
He's what?
Bonnie, don't get upset. The surgeon. Bonnie!
Oh!
Dr. Fielding, come quick, it's Bonnie. She tried to sit up.
She what?
Yeah.
You know you're not supposed to move.
Yeah, it's all my fault, Dr. Fielding.
Max, could you leave the room? I need to examine you.
Is she going to be okay?
Max, just get out.
Is she going to be all right, Mum?
Gotcha!
What do you want about?
I pay you to work, not sit on your tail.
And I'll go back to work as soon as I've had any smoke, eh?
Don't think I'm paying you.
For all this time off.
Look, Ernie, don't you reckon this whole thing's kind of stupid?
Really?
Yeah, we were kids when all that other stuff happened. Doesn't mean anything. You know what kids are like.
I know what you were like. You were the school bully. You made my life a misery. Every day after school, you used to wait for me just so you could belt me up.
Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but I grew up and changed. Hey, why don't we let bygones be bygones?
Oh, no. You don't get out of it that easily. A patchet never forgets.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
And you're on my turf now. So you can play by my rules.
Oh, yeah? And what rules are they?
10 minutes for morning tea, half an hour for lunch, and no smokers.
Ah, Moffat, that's slave labor.
And the period between those breaks will be referred to as work, which is exactly what you will do.
This?
Then you don't want the job.
You know I want it.
Then we understand each other. I need a builder, and you need a foreman.
We'll insert quick grabs of the stills you took over this and run your voiceover. Should come up well. What's wrong? Don't you think it'll work?
It'll work all right.
Jack?
Yeah.
What was all that about him not wanting his face on the box? You're having an affair and his wife doesn't know.
He hasn't got a wife.
So what's the problem?
Let's just say he's a bit publicity shy, that's all.
This is real hero stuff. Ordinary people standing up to the big boys. It's great.
Jack doesn't want to be a hero. He just works at the yard, that's all.
Come on, you know the deal. This reporter in danger, roughing it up stuff. It's current affairs bread and butter.
Look, if it was up to me, I'd say run it, but I've got to respect Jack's feelings.
So, it's pretty serious, huh?
We get on most of the time.
It's me you're talking to, Laura. What are we going to do about it?
We could blot his face out.
Doesn't quite have the same impact.
Mark, it's really important to me.
Causing a bit of a domestic upheaval, is it?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay, not a problem. We'll just have to pull some other tricks out of the bag.
Oh, thanks, Mark. I really appreciate it.
Just helping out. What are ex-lovers for?
Oh. Bye.
It's closing out a bit out there. At least it's offshore, though. Too many guys.
Charlie, do you know what language he's speaking? We've been making sandcastles.
Great. Getting a bit burnt, too.
We're wearing a sunscreen.
Yeah, but you got to keep putting it on. It wears off.
Hark, I hear the voice of experience.
When I was a kid, only dogs wore sunscreen.
Yeah, Mama's boys put zinc on their nose and wore hats.
Too cool until the day I got roasted. Spent the rest of the week walking around like a half-burnt monster. And then when I wore sunblock, I haven't been burnt since. Yeah. You rub it in your front. Your turn.
No, I can do it.
Yeah, I'll just put it on your back.
No, it's all right.
That's not all right. You're getting sunburned. With your skin, you don't need it.
Yeah, I know.
But it's only sunblock.
Thanks.
Charlie, you come and rub the sunblock in your mum's back. Come on. Just want to make sure you're safe. Rub it in.
I wouldn't have pulled that bricker.
Oh, yeah? Why is that?
You've weakened the structure. The whole wall could come down any minute.
Is that right?
Trust me. I know every brick in this pub.
Well, for your information, I'm just about to put a lintel in there.
Sure you are. After I suggested it.
Ha! And where did you do your apprenticeship?
You don't need any training to do this. It's all just a matter of common sense.
Common sense? You talk about common sense? A bloke nursing a 40-year grudge? Hey, don't you think it's about time you grew up?
Me grew up? Who was it carved Pud loves Miss Levine into Miss Levine's desk?
Yeah, I got your beauty then.
And who squashed a banana between the pages of my science textbook?
Hey, and I got your month's detention for making animal noises in the assembly. Oh, Annie, it's kid stuff. Forget it. How long can you nurse this stupid grudge for?
Long enough to make up for all the misery that you caused me. Oh, fingers are twitching, aren't they? You'd really like to clock me with that, wouldn't you?
Hey, Put. You know so much? Do it yourself. I quit.
Don't bother quitting! You're fired! It might have taken 40 years, but it sure feels good. You want something done properly? Do it yourself.
Sal, can you tell me why it's raining inside?
Ellie, is she going to be okay?
Why don't you go and see for yourself? Look, it's not your fault. Bonnie told me about her father suing you. She doesn't blame you. Neither do I. I'm sorry I snapped before.
That's okay.
She'd like to see you.
You've been crying.
It's pretty dumb, huh? I can't even try to move.
Not yet. Give it time.
Never gonna get better.
It's not what Ellie says.
The doctors don't know or they won't say. I could be like this forever.
Don't even think like that, Bonnie. Gotta be positive, remember?
Yeah, well, I don't know if I can be positive anymore, Max. I'm so scared.
Yes, you can. I'll help you.
Will you stay with me?
You bet.
Where's it coming from? Upstairs renovations, I reckon. What's happened?
I'm trying to get a drink of water. What do you think? The pipe's busted.
Where's Crusher?
Where's the firing?
Oh, God, Ernie, it's all coming into the bistro.
Do the best you can.
Look, Mum. Isn't it beautiful?
Can I keep it?
Sure.
She's a great kid.
Considering all she's been through.
Come on, she's got a good mum.
Thank you. But being a single parent isn't about being just a mother or a father. You've got to be both.
Well, you're a pretty good father too, I reckon.
Yeah, well, I try hard anyway. It's funny how things change. Not so long ago, I was almost ashamed of being a single parent. Didn't think it was something you had to fight for.
Says a lot for the guys around, doesn't it?
Oh, I didn't mean that. I wouldn't have been able to get through this without my friends, especially you, Sam.
Well, I didn't do that much.
Even when I gave you a hard time, you gave me nothing but support. You really believed in me. I wouldn't want to go through anything like that again. But in a funny way, you know, it's made me stronger. Nothing seems like a problem now. You know, if we had some champagne, we could toast to new beginnings.
Well, actually, it just so happens that I've got 3 cans of warm lemonade.
Oh!
It's not quite champagne, but it's got still got the bubbles. To new beginnings.
New beginnings and good friends. Oops.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Can we talk? I won't go away.
I know this is only a job, not a career, but I'm busy, all right?
Hey, I made a mistake. You have every right to your privacy.
So what made you change your mind?
I don't want to lose you. Simple. You won't be recognized.
And how's that?
Trade secret. Now get your things, we're going.
No, I got too much to do.
Hey, you're coming home, having a shower, and we're going to watch the show together.
Show's not on for a while. What you got planned in the meantime, eh?
I don't know. We'll think of something.
Nah. What's the point in watching the show when I can't recognize myself, eh?
Oh. Does this mean we're in a better mood now?
Could be.
Oh.
Oh! Oh!
Looking fresh like got it here this morning. Let's go!
So she stabbed me with a syringe that she said had AIDS-infected blood in it.
It's terrible. Well, what happened?
Worst part was the waiting. Having all those tests. They said it could be up to 6 months before anything showed up.
Did anything? I mean, you're not, you know.
No, negative. She was lying.
Until you found out, did you ever think that you were going to die?
I kept asking, why me? I'd never hurt anyone. Always did the right thing. But then I realized I had to be constructive. I had to fight. Otherwise, I would have just been waiting to die.
Max, I can't wait to get out of here.
Then use that to give you strength. I can't say that if you believe in something enough, it'll happen. But if you don't believe at all, you may as well give up now.
Do you believe in miracles?
I've seen enough things that can't be explained not to.
Thanks, Max.
Doesn't seem right. Whenever I had a problem, I used to go to Reverend Bob. Wish you had someone like that.
I do.
What the devil's going on here?
Time yet,
Almost.
is it? It's not.
Jack, I don't want to miss it. It's not a big moment. Stop it.
Hasn't started yet.
Well, in a minute. Oh, come in. Oh, Mark, come in. What a surprise. It's going to start in about 5 minutes. Come in.
I just thought I'd help celebrate. Oh, I guess three's the crowd.
Oh, no. It's all right. Come right in.
We should get dressed.
Excuse me.
Aren't you in enough trouble?
Dad,
How much
please.
deeper do you want to go? Isn't it enough that you run
It
my
was an
daughter over, leaving her
accident.
helpless in a hospital bed without trying to take advantage of her?
Mr. Tate, please, just let me explain.
Oh, you'll explain,
Daddy,
all right.
you
In
two
court.
Max, I will
Bonnie,
never speak to
will
you
you just
again.
stay out of
No,
this?
I will not. It concerns me more than it concerns you.
I just caught this young man trying to take
I don't
advantage.
care what he was doing. You shouldn't be raising your voice and disturbing my patients. Now, if you two have something to say to each other, say it outside.
I don't think I care for your tone, Doctor.
If you care for your daughter, you'll give her the peace and quiet that she needs.
I'll sort this out, Ellie. Mr. Tate, please, just
Listen
let
to
me
me,
explain.
Simmons. Stay away from my daughter.
Mr. Tate, I wasn't
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's fine, Sergeant. First, it's reckless driving. Now it's assault.
I wasn't doing anything, Mr. Tate.
Simmons, if you don't stay away from my daughter, you can kiss goodbye to that uniform.
Well, that's enough.
He is not going to get away with this, Sergeant.
You sue Constable Simmons, you're going to be thrown out of court. You don't have a case.
Really?
That's what I came to tell you, Max. The inquiry's cleared you of any responsibility, and that's official.
We all know about police internal inquiries, don't we?
He is innocent, Tate. The alcohol reading has been quashed. It's all over.
Alcohol?
Yeah, it's been dismissed, so you just forget it.
Alcohol? Really? You haven't heard the last of this by a long shot.
Roger Tate can pull. In my big mouth. Max has got enough to deal with.
He's a good kid, and he's innocent. He'll cope, and we're all there to help.
What's wrong with the world today?
Sounds like it's sitting on your shoulders.
Things were so much simpler when I was young. Life was exciting. Everything was full of promise. I look at our young ones today, and they're all in trouble. They ought to be happy, not old before their time.
They have to grow up so much faster now. But whatever happens, they've always got us. And that's a lot more than a lot of other kids have got. Better keep quiet till you get home.
Why?
Someone might hear.
So?
And the secret's out.
What secret?
That George Sullivan's an old softy.
Perfect customer all his life, after never once in 30 years failing to make a repayment on time, Vic Baker ran into trouble.
Just great. I bet we get some follow-up in the papers tomorrow.
So you're not sorry you hired me?
Are you kidding? That's what the show needed. Some solid, gutsy reporting on issues that relate to everyone. What do you think, Jack? Pretty hot stuff, isn't she?
Yeah.
In fact, not only did the bank not want to comment on the situation, they went out of their way to make sure this story never got made. They were so determined to keep their treatment of Mr. Baker a secret that our camera became another casualty in the fight to save his property. And then things really got nasty. Luckily, I had my camera with me so that the bank's unique approach to solving customer problems did not go unrecorded. Like you said,
I told them to blot him out. I did.
Great.
I say the drips are slowing.
Yeah, you're right.
something amusing you?
Oh, Ernie,
I fail to see how any of this is even remotely amusing.
you are your own worst enemy. You know that?
Not while Crusher Carter is alive.
Will you stop trying to blame him? This is no one's fault but yours.
He was the one who walked out on the job.
Only because your stupid pride made him. 40 years after the event and you still can't stand to lose face? We all know who the real bully is, don't we? You!
Nothing wrong with trying to get even.
How can you look at the state of this room and honestly say that? But there are more important things to worry about now, like where to get a plumber at this hour. I'm going to my nice, dry room now, if you need me. So, I'll see you in the morning. Pud.
I told the guys in post-production to blot out your face. I'm sorry.
It really helps knowing that.
Come on, it was only on for a second.
It was on, that's enough. Now get out of here, the party's over.
Jack, please. Mark's apologised. It wasn't his fault.
It's easy to point the finger at the people that aren't here to protect themselves.
Are you saying I never spoke to post-production? I did it deliberately?
I don't know whether the history between you two is good or bad. That'd be a great way of settling an old score now, wouldn't it?
What?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Tell your friend to get out of here.
I was going anyway.
No. No, this is my house. You don't tell my...
Laura, it's okay. I think it's better if I go.
I'm really
It's
sorry.
all right. See you?
Yeah. What do you think you're doing, talking to my boss like that, accusing him of lying?
Boss, nice touch.
It was over years ago. You're paranoid.
I have reason to be. I trusted you, not anymore.
Mark promised me he'd fix it.
And you believed him?
Well, why wouldn't I?
How long have we been working at trusting each other, eh? What, you just trust him like that?
I thought Mark had taken care of it.
Nah. Took care of us instead.
I can't believe you think he did it on purpose.
And I can't believe you were so quick to trust him.
So I'm not supposed to rely on people I work with?
You were the one that broke up with him, right?
As a matter of fact, I was. So what?
So he's always wanted to get back with you. Except he's got to get rid of the guy in the way first. He must be very pleased with himself.
Did it ever occur to you that instead of a huge conspiracy, it might have just been a plain old simple mistake?
Yeah, it occurred to me.
You're going to throw everything away we have together because of some crazy story you've cooked up and convinced yourself is true.
I trusted you with something you knew was important to me. But you were quite happy just to go and let Mark take care of it.
Oh, so it's my fault for not going and blotting you out myself?
It was your word. It took us a long time to get things going together. You know, I've never trusted anyone in my life before. I thought I could trust you. But I was wrong.
Okay. I should have done it myself. I'm sorry.
So am I.
Max, what are you doing? Just looking and thinking. Got things on my mind. Is there anything I can help you with? Stars already have. Yeah? How? I was just looking, thinking how many there are. What incredible things there are out there. Yeah. Makes you realize how small we are in the universe. Just a little speck on a tiny planet. I mean, my problems are nothing. No, they're not. We're all important, Specs or not.
But this puts it all into place. There's a lot more to life than worrying about last week or what's going to happen next week.
Yeah, they do make you feel insignificant, don't they?
Not insignificant. Just small. We're here. So I guess we're a part of it all.
Certainly are.
Have you ever wondered how many there are out there?
Has anyone ever counted them?
So where does that leave us?
Nowhere.
You can't sue Max.
Buddy, don't worry about those things. You just concentrate on getting better.
So it's true.
Well, he's not going to get off scot-free.
He didn't do anything.
Buddy, I find it remarkable that someone in such a serious situation as yours is so unwilling to blame the person that caused it.
Well, handing out the blame isn't going to help me.
You know he'd been drinking that day.
Max doesn't drink.
Well, the inquiry had checked his blood alcohol level.
Was he over the limit?
No, but those things are usually rigged. I'm having the evidence looked at again.
So he wasn't. Forget it, Dad.
Look, don't you worry about those things, darling. You've just got some papers to sign, and I'll take care of everything else.
Dad, I'm over 18, so it's up to me, and I'm not suing anyone. Now, good night.
Bonnie, I think you're being a very silly young lady. You stand a chance to make a lot of money here.
I couldn't care less about money. I'm not like you.
Is everything okay?
I'd like my father to leave, please.
I can't have you forcibly removed. Well done.
272. 273.
274.
Yeah, 274.
276.
276, 277. 270.
What are you guys doing?
Counting stars.
Fair enough.
280.
Weird.
Another eventful day dawns for the doctors and nurses at St Elsewhere, next here on Sky One. And then at 2 o'clock, it's part 3 of our mini-series, I'll Take Manhattan.